Hey guys, welcome to another roundtable discussion from Blackfyre Productions. I'm Adam, and today we're going to be talking about Marvel Universe miniature game. In particular, we're going to be showing off my hobby stuff, so sort of like a mixture of hobby vlog and unboxing. So I'm going to show off a few models I've done. So I'm going to be showing off Groot, Rocket the Raccoon, and Gambit, some of the models I've recently painted over the last little bit. And then I'm going to be doing an unboxing of the Hulk. Hulk has just received rules for this game yesterday when I'm filming this. By the time it's uploaded, it's probably been like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. And so I'm really excited for him. But not only did he receive rules, but so did Jean Grey for the X-Men, and then also Emma Frost. So that is starting to sort of change the dynamics of the games, in my opinion. And the reason being is because you're starting now to get into that mental energy area. So with Jean and Emma, and both of them are, one I should say is more of a buffer, i.e. Jean Grey, she's very supportive, and then Emma Frost, she's more of a debuffer. She sort of helps manipulate people and controls people through those debuffs. So let's get right into showing off what I've been working on over the last few weeks, and we'll get into the unboxing of the Groot, and we'll review the stat cards for all three models that have been released recently for the Marvel Universe miniature game. This is what I've been working on recently. It's only 3 models, I know, but I've taken about a week off to go camping and stuff like that with my family. So we got Rocket done, so he's another one of the starters from the Guardians of the Galaxy. Did the orange jumper, a teal sort of weapon there, and a basic pistol on the other side. I got Groot done, so Groot's all finished off there. And he was quite quick and easy, just dry brush, but I do like the details on these guys. You know, and they actually, the bases, you know, for both of them, you know, were blank bases. I used a basic round base here with Rocket, and Groot's came as a basic base, or a basic, Knight's Models detailed base that I added extra stuff to and basically covered it up. Gambit, he was my add-on for the X-Men. I thoroughly enjoyed him. So I've played a couple of times with him so far, and I gotta say his ability to choose whether his attacks are physical or energy is huge. So you can pick whatever your opponent is weaker at and go from there. So he's very tactical in that sense, and also probably one of my favorite sculpts so far up to this day that Knight's Models have released for the Marvel miniature game so far. So those are what I'm working on. I currently do have Star-Lord. He is almost complete, but not quite there yet, so I haven't used him in any battle reports or anything else, but he will be done soon. So that is what I've worked on the last week or so, barring a bit of a vacation with family and stuff like that. So let's get into the Hulk next and the unboxing. Here it is, Hulk model. It is huge comparatively to the other models, and I gotta say I love the sculpt. I said Gambit was probably one of my favorites. The Hulk is probably another close one, if not surpasses the Gambit sculpt. I just love the fact that he has a piece of a brick wall and he looks like he's gonna be hurling it. So the first thing I noticed when I grabbed this box is how heavy he was. I swear it's 1 pound to 2 pounds, solid for the most part, pewter. There are a couple of hollow parts in there, such as his chest and stuff like that I'll show you here in a second. But my goodness, it is impressive. So let's get right into this. So this unboxing, I'm not going to be able to show off the cards. So what I'll do is when I'm talking about the new releases, I'll probably post the pictures of the cards so you guys can see them and then discuss from there. So there is no card or rules in this box for the Hulk because it was a model that was released prior to the game and then is being re-released now, seeing as how the game is out with rules. So let's get right into it. Gonna dump everything out here. Let's see, can you guys see this? Hopefully you guys can see this. So this is the head of the Hulk. It's pretty small, but it's pretty good. The sculpt's really good. Everything else. So basically how you're going to be doing things here, his legs, They're going to be sliding together like so. You know, it's a slotted base. You can detail it however you want. So the legs, sort of like that. Chest, exact same thing. You get the two pieces and put them together. Here we go. Sort of like that. So that's the chest. There's the brick wall and the hand that's hanging onto it. That is solid. There's a little slot there that goes into, but besides that, it's solid. There's the other fist. Again, solid piece, except for that little piece there that the square goes into. And like I said, his base. Base is whatever you want to make of it. So I think myself, I'm going to do like a destructive scene. I wish, hopefully this is focused for you guys, but it's his head. So yeah, if I can hang on to it here. But his head is thoroughly detailed. Lovely thing. I can't wait to paint them, put them together, and then get them on the table. So that's what the Hulk looks like. Comes in a box there. So rules wise, he's a level 17 superhuman, good. So power level is 10, speed is 4 and 9, strength 6, great for throwing things, attack 6, size is 4. We knew that was going to be the case. Agility, willpower, both I would say subpar at 7. I think 8 is about average, 8 to 9, but his stamina is above average at 11. From there, he has a whole whack of health in his endurance bar. So he has 21 health, and he starts off with a -2 power. Then once he gets to the next level, it's -1. And then when he's in the red, it's actually -1 attack and when he gets to the red, so when he's almost dead, let me say that again, he gets +1 attack and +1 power. So he gets stronger, sort of like Wolverine, as the angrier he gets. His attacks, like one of them, Gamma Strike, he can only use it once a round, or once a game, but it does 7 damage, and it throws the guy back 2d8 inches. That is huge for disrupting where somebody's going to be going, and for controlling them, as long as you use that effectively. You don't want to push them back further than what your own guys could target them as such. You have Hulk Smash. It's his basic attack, 2 energy, does 2 damage, but you can overload it to push it the target d8 inches. You have Hulk Thunderclap, which is one of the spray weapons. It costs 4 energy. It is an energy sonic attack. It does 3 damage. It's not bad. I like it. Hulk Earthquake, expansive wave, hits everybody in 4 inches. They have to roll their agility for half damage. Characters affected by this who fail their agility roll become knocked down. That is a wonderful little ability. It is only 2 damage, but that knockdown effect is huge for follow-up with other characters, stuff like that. So he does have his super jump ability. You can use it once a game. Basically displaces him 12 inches from where he is. Then Hulk Angry. This is his modified throw. So this model grab and throw actions cost 1 more power. When this model throws any object, not characters, inflict +1 damage. So for me, yeah, okay, you're going to be extra point to grab somebody. So instead of 3 with the new FAQ, it's going to be 4. But you're doing that extra damage. So, you know, usually it's strength but -1, so you'd be doing 5 damage. But instead now it's 6. I like that. 6 damage once around. That's pretty impressive. Some of the skills, Rage, that's I think a self-given. Resistance to physical and energy 1, and then toughness 1. So that resistance is really going to help him survive as long as he's not affected by mental characters. And wait, what came out with this model? It was Jean Grey and Emma Frost. I think right now those guys are going to be probably the biggest answer to this threat. You know, yeah, okay, I've seen discussions online. Why would you take him for 17 points when you could take Thor, all that stuff? And I think really it's the role that he plays compared to Thor. You know what I mean? People, when they see the Hulk, they're going to be like, let's take him out, and let's take him out now. So they're going to be focusing on him with everything they got. letting your guys to actually sit back and do what they have to do for the game. So he's really going to be that tank, and Thor could do that too, but he doesn't have that same threat. You know what I mean? He's going to attract that threat from everybody else. So yeah, but that's my train of thought. But I would use Jean Grey or, you know, Emma Frost against him, because like his mental defense is only 14, so it's not even all that high, and that can be modified by Emma, I believe. But anyhow, let's go into the next character. I'm going to discuss Jean Grey. So Jean, she's level 9 mutant. Power is 8. Speed 3, 6, 10, so she can fly. Strength is only 1. She only has a 5 attack. Size is 2. Agility 7. Stamina 7. Again, a little bit below average, you know, in my opinion, but you know, isn't that bad. Willpower is 10, which is good. Defenses are all above average, well, on average or above when it comes to her mental. She does have the fly ability, and she has a lot of powers and special powers, or attacks and special powers, sorry. So she has a strike option, which is really good in case she does get into melee with somebody. Again, it's just your basic one, same as the rogues, 2 energy, does 1 damage. Next attack that she has is Psionic Blast, which is explosive 2, does 2 damage. It is a mental attack, so that's really good. So say, let's just imagine Hulk with the size of his base, so he takes up a bigger area. You then use this explosive 2 Psionic Blast, which you can do once a round, and that area is that much bigger now, so you're going to be hitting that many more models, or potentially more models, I should say. Next one is Psychic Electrokinesis. I'm not too sure about that, you know, only doing 2 damage, you know, range 10, yeah, but costing 3 power, you know, as a once a game survivability, I would sort of hope for something a little bit more. So maybe in the right situation where somebody is weak to electricity, maybe then, but I'm not 100% sold yet. Well, I'll have to play around with it a little bit. And the last attack that she has is Psychic Illusions. Again, it's a mental one. Range is 12, and you can overload to stun it. Does 2 damage, so nothing too huge. But again, I think Jean's role though is a buffer. She's really there to help out her other teams, and the special powers are the reason why I say this. So she has Motivate Mind, which is an action, obviously costs 1, range is 6, but until the end of the round, target character gains +1 attack. That's huge. So you take somebody like that Rogue, who you want to have steal a power, and we'll get into that discussion later on too, and new powers that Rogue can steal. So you want Rogue to hit with that ability to steal other people's powers and stuff, and you give Jean Grey, targets her with this +1 attack, takes her attack from 5 up to 6, and if she's still healthy, up to 7, and so it's more likely, you know, that she's going to actually hit with that. You then have Telekinetic Force Field. This character and all characters within 2 inches from her gain resistance 2 to physical and energy until the end of the round. That is really good, especially when you know you're going to be getting into combat and everybody's going to be nice and tight. So that's a great use, a little one-off there. And again, this is why she's a buffer. The things that she can do for your army is huge. I would almost say she's an auto take, but very, very good. Next one, once around, Psychic Shield, 1 energy, range is 2, target gains +2 willpower and mental defense until the end of the round. So this is your counter to other psychics, like Emma Frost, stuff like that, or mental attacks, I should say. Next is Psychic Shield Penetration. So this character's mental attack gains irresistible until the end of the round. So that's pretty good. Don't mind that. Then Telekinesis. She can actually do a free grab and start throwing things equal to a strength of 3. So she can hurl things and buff your army. What's not to like about Jean Grey? Now to the opposite spectrum of things. Oh, sorry. Before we go to the opposite spectrum of models, we're going to go and look at her endurance bar. So you got +1 attack, -1 willpower, /power when she gets to the middle health bar, and then the last one, -1 willpower, -2 power. I'm really liking that model. The sculpt is beautiful too. Like it's classic. It looks like classic 90s Jean Grey, which is what I was raised on. So over the next model, or latest release, Emma Frost. Very beautiful. sculpt again. All these sculpts that were released this time are awesome. So she's level 10, she's power 8, speed 5/8, strength of 1, her attack is 6, size is 2 like any standard human, agility and stamina are 7, willpower 11. So again, willpower is high, agility, stamina a little bit, I would say just below par. Skills that she has is Mastermind, Total Vision. Mastermind gives you an extra token into the initiative pool, and I believe subtracts 1 from your opponents. And then Total Vision allows you to see through wherever you need to see, so you have line of sight. Defenses, I would say, are average to below average, except for mental, which is 17, which isn't that bad. Her attacks, she only has 2 attacks. She has strike, which is 1 damage. Unless she's in diamond form, then it gets a +1 damage to that. And then side bolt, which is a mental attack, 1 damage, range 10. So nothing too grand there, but you know, the diamond form is really her bread and butter. Let's look at Emma's special powers. She has 4 in total. We're going to talk about the once around abilities first, and then go into her diamond form last, just because it opens up other conversations. So you have Paralyzed Mind, which basically limits the movement of the opponent unless they can make a willpower roll. So if they fail their willpower, they can't move, which is huge. Imagine against the Hulk or something like that. You then have Drain Psyche, which target gains -1 willpower and mental defense. So that's going to be the thing that sets off all of her other psychic special powers. Reason being is because then she's going to be eliminating, or sorry, lowering the defense of the target, and then hopefully use the Paralyzed Mind or Astral Bolt. That way the willpower or the mental defense is lowered before those effects take place. Next, Astral Bolt. This is also going to be some damage output for her. So basically the target receives 2 mental, psychic, or psionic damage unless the target passes a willpower. So again, use that Drain Psyche, lower the mental defense, and the willpower, and then use this Astral Bolt. And that's going to definitely affect your opponent. Let's look at our diamond form. Diamond form opens up so many possibilities. Just imagine Rogue stealing it. That is huge, increases all their stuff. So what it does, character receives +3 to all defense, but cannot use special powers, also gains +2 strength. It lasts until the character cancels this status during the activation at the cost of 1 power. So she gets, her strength goes up to 3. So she can start throwing things and hurling small items like Jean Grey with her telekinesis. So they're similar in that sense. But her defenses jump up from 14 to 17, or in the case of mental, 17 to 20. That is huge. So I'm really liking that. And like diamond form will allow her to sort of become whatever you need her to be at that time, so she can fill more than 1 role. She can be a little bit of a bruiser and scrapping, or she can be more of the astral. And so she has that capability to fill both roles. Really, really cool. And like I said, Rogue, if the more and more things that come out with new special powers and stuff like that, makes Rogue that much more potent, and this diamond form would be huge with her. Put her up to strength 6, just like Hulk, allows her to, you know, have her defenses increased, and so she's going to be hurling things all day long. So yeah, Emma Frost, pretty cool, awesome sculpt. Jean Grey, again, very good sculpt, and the Incredible Hulk, awesome sculpt and good stats. So guys, thank you for watching this hobby vlog / unboxing / review of new models for the Marvel Universe miniature games. Hopefully you enjoyed. Leave all your comments below. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, guys, ignite your hobby.